Well everybody, welcome back to my channel today and welcome back to another video here on Football Manager 2019. And today we're going to be trying something a little bit different. Mr. Freddy Adu, aka probably one of the most well-known Football Manager Wonder Kid flops, let's say. We're going to be testing him out as a 16-year-old again. He's still in the database. He's played for Las Vegas Lights, which is in the... somewhere in America, in the American leagues, obviously in Las Vegas. So we're going to be checking him out. I'll explain what I've done to him. And I've chucked him, to start off, as you can see, chucked him back to DC United, back where he started off, where he got his little Wonder Kid fame. And obviously, date of birth, now 16. We've kept his date, obviously the 2nd of the 6th the same, but we've obviously changed him from... I don't know, he's in his 30s now, all the way to 2001, and based his attributes roughly on what they were in Football Manager at the time of his age. So you can see he's a pretty talented player. Work rate and determination together could see him becoming a very, very good player, to be honest. So you can see dribbling, first touch, penalty taking, passing. He's going to be playing left wing, but he can play all across the midfield and striker. I haven't really messed with that. Physically, he's pretty good at this age as well. Obviously, the one thing I've done is deleted all his history, deleted anything to do with him, like languages learnt from when he was at other clubs, and so on and so forth. So, 16 years of age, Freddy Adu. I was hoping that this would all fit into one video, but what I'm going to do is the span of his whole career up until when he retires. So, I'm probably going to do this as a two-part series. First part today, and then the second part in a couple of days' time. So if you are watching this, maybe in a week's time or what have you, the second part should be out and about. So without further ado, I think, or without Freddy Adu, let's say, we're going to skip forward a couple of years. Let's see where he's at, maybe at 17, 18 years of age, and see if Freddy Adu is going to get that major move abroad. Is he going to go to Europe? The one thing I haven't mentioned as well, potential ability I've put as -10. If you guys don't know what that is, that's roughly between 170 and 200 potential ability, 200 being the best in the world, which is similar to what you would have had previously. So it'll be interesting to see if you can live up to that potential. So then, as you can see here, 2020, end of November. So the MLS obviously runs from like Feb to November. So that's the dates we're going to keep on up until when he moves to Europe. Well, let's have a look if he has moved to Europe yet. So, Mr. Freddy Adu, if we can find him here, still at DC United. Oh, and straight away what we can see there is joining Manchester United in a couple of days' time. So he's getting a massive move to Europe, to one of the biggest clubs in the world in Manchester United. As we can see already, his attributes is really turning into a fantastic player. Mentally, he's great. Technically, he's coming on a lot. His finishing's getting better. Dribbling, technique, everything's great. And physically, he's becoming a really, really good player. Still only 5'8". He's quite a small guy, but 19 years of age now. And he's coming on very, very well, obviously, in the year 2020. He's had 3 full seasons now at DC. First year, which we saw, he only grabbed 13 appearances, but I suppose he's a very, very young player. Starting 9 games in the league. Didn't grab a goal, but did get an assist. And a 6.64 average rating. DC, the second season, grabbed 15 games. No assists, though, and a slightly better average rating, but 6.66. But this season is when he really came on, and obviously he would have been attracting plenty of clubs around Europe. 32 appearances, 8 goals, 3 assists, and 1 man of the match with 6.93 average rating. 8 goals, not bad at all. One of them being a penalty, which he dispatched, obviously. Very interesting. That's good. It's good to see him coming on a lot as well. Really growing into a good player. Joining United, so is that going to be, I don't know, well, the contract's running out. So he's obviously not, I don't know if I've messed up with that contract, but he's obviously not renewed that, which I would have assumed he may have done, but he's just let that contract run out. We're going to look at his milestones as a player. Obviously, senior debut, senior goal. Doesn't look like DC have won anything as such. He's got a few player of the weeks, a few team of the weeks, and obviously in the DC seasonal best. Runners-up of the US Cup, which isn't bad. Runners-up of the Under-20 World Cup as well. So, international-wise, he's got 11 Under-20 caps, 2 Under-20 goals. No call-up yet to the first team, which I thought he may well have got so far. Injury-wise, he's had a few. It doesn't look like he's had anything too major. He had one from kicking the ball. He's out for 3 weeks. That was the longest one he's had. But report-wise, if we look at his stats or his form, he was getting a goal every 317 minutes, which is a goal just over every sort of... do the maths, Dave, about 3 or 4 games, which isn't too bad as a winger. I've probably got that horribly wrong. I think it's about 4 games, isn't it? Yeah, say 4 games, just under 4 games, about 3.5. But yeah, he's looking like he's getting on very well. If we look, he's mainly playing at attack in left midfield, which is great. Let's see how DC were playing, if that was suiting him, or if they changed it. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, so for Freddy Adu, that fits quite well. Obviously, you would have had Wayne Rooney first couple of years. You've got Shinji Okazaki. Good players for MLS level, to be fair. But yeah, very, very interesting. It's great to see him get that big move over to Manchester United. So let's skip forward then another couple of years. Let's see how he gets on in England for the first few years. But Freddy Adu, key player, looking like he's going to become a little bit of a beast. So we're back. We're in May 2022. Obviously, we've changed to May now because that's when sort of the European season tends to finish. So, Mr. Freddy Adu, let's see if he's still at United. Let's see what he's been doing. And he's actually at Roma, on loan from United. It even looks like he went out on loan last season as well. So, a few things have changed. Attribute-wise, he looks like he's still getting better. Still very much a show. But obviously, he's still only 20 years of age now. So, the attributes are definitely getting better. And now his media description, I'm not sure if it had that on the last update we just had, but media description as a wonder kid now. Obviously moved to Manchester United on a free in the end. Played 1 game where he came off the bench in the cup, but other than that, 7.2 average rating in that, by the way. But he got a loan move out to Werder Bremen last season in the Bundesliga, and he played 6 games, which is a little bit annoying, especially in the Bundesliga level. I would have thought Freddy Adu should be getting bags of games. But no, only 4 games, 6 games, 4 starts, 2 off the bench, a 6.8 average rating, and most recently moving to Roma. A few more games, 11 appearances, a 6.77 average rating, 4 starts, 7 appearances off the bench. Nothing else, though, really, which is a little bit annoying. That's really going to stunt his growth if he's only playing, 18 games in the league throughout 2 seasons. But he still looks like he's getting better at the moment, mainly playing left attacking mid again, a few games on the right. Very strong left foot, obviously, so that's going to be helping him out as a winger, maybe. Let's see, though. For America, he's got 2 appearances now in the, 2 caps, and, I mean, we can look at his milestones. He actually won a cup with Werder. I'm not too sure how much time he would have played there, or in that cup. But that's a big win for Werder Bremen, who are sort of at the moment, a sort of mid-table team. But last season with Freddy Adu, was it 2021? Got 9th place, top 10 for them. And now Roma, which is, let's see where they finished, whereabouts, 5th in Serie A. So that's not bad. He's definitely getting, the calibre of teams he's playing for is definitely getting better. Let's see what he can do, though. Another couple of years. I'm pretty disappointed with his current moves, but I suppose it was always going to be a massive risk for Freddy Adu moving to Manchester United, because we know what United are like with players in real life, and it's almost been reflected here with Freddy Adu. Yeah, let's move up another couple of years. Let's move to 2024. Freddy should be 22 years of age and really coming towards where he should be getting plenty of game time, and let's hope he gets that. So then, here we are, 2024. Let's hope Mr. Freddy Adu now has either broken into the Manchester United team or moved on. And this time he's at Borussia Dortmund. On loan again from United. Man, look at those physicals, though. Definitely getting better as a player. 10 caps now for America. 1 goal there. Actually getting a full season and plenty of Champions League action as well. He's turning into a real beast. £28 million his value now. As you can see, he's even won the Bundesliga this season with Dortmund, big part of that team. As well, though, another loan to Serie A last season and 2 full seasons, and no wonder he's getting better as a player. 4 goals for Freddy Adu last season for Fiorentina, 1 assist, 1 player of the match, 6.81 average rating. But this season with Dortmund was his best season yet as a player, average rating of 6.94. So yeah, as you see for Dortmund, 6 games in the Cup, 8 games in the Champions League as well. overall 45 games of action for him, and it's definitely helping. We'll just check with the injuries over the last couple of years, though. They didn't have anything major. It's just a few 3-week ones where he's turning sharply, which he's getting twisted ankles and tight hamstrings. But that's going to be part of his game. But he's only getting these sort of in training, other than the old flu and food poisoning and stuff. But yeah, he's turning into a fantastic talent now. Manchester United, obviously, I mean, he's still there at United, and his contract at the moment is up in 1 year's time. So it'll be interesting to see if they cash in on him. I think they should give him a run in the team because of how good he looks at the moment. Manchester United, out of interest, let's have a quick look at them whilst we're here. Mourinho's still in charge, top 4 team still. Who would be in his position? Attacking left midfield. They've got, obviously, Freddy Adu out on loan. They've got a load of players out on loan. Marcus Rashford, maybe. Rafinha, Angel Gomez, Sanchez, Brandt. They have got some good players still. But it's annoying that, you know, he can't break free. So I'd imagine United are going to cash in on him. Mentally, physically, technically, Freddy Adu looks like a god at the moment, though. Yeah, let's skip forward. 2026. Let's see how Freddy can get on. So then 2026 has come. And Freddy Adu now is going to be getting into his prime. And as you can see, he's playing now for Porto. 24 years of age, coming into his prime and playing in Portugal, which is a bit of an interesting one. Dortmund obviously had him on loan. He went another loan deal in the Bundesliga with Borussia Mönchengladbach, and United obviously didn't renew his contract. And he's gone to FC Porto, 14 games this season in the league, 6 goals. Again, some more action in the Champions League or the Europa League for him in 2 man matches. It's actually his best season as a player, but there's 2 things that concern me here. Is that the amount of appearances probably should be more, and 2, surely, no disrespect to the Portuguese level, because there's some great players there, but Freddy Adu should be at these top continental clubs at this stage of his career. Mönchengladbach, again, no disrespect there. It's probably a bit of a step down from Dortmund as well. 29 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. It's still a great season for him in the Bundesliga that term with Mönchengladbach. Let's have a quick look. Mönchengladbach, well, they're a top 4 team. You know, I'm mistaken. They had this season they were. They finished 8th last season. Dortmund obviously won the league the season before. Porto, I haven't actually got the Portuguese leagues loaded, so I haven't really got much idea of how they got on. But I'd imagine that might be why it's restricted a little bit there. But milestone-wise, this time, if we look at his entire career, his landmarks, won the league with Dortmund. We obviously know that. Nothing else. They won the Gold Cup with USA a few years ago, which is good. And obviously his first international goal. Award-wise, I mean, he's going to get loads. Bundesliga Team of the Week a couple of times. Player of the Year, he finished 3rd. Young Player of the Year for Mönchengladbach. 21 games, 11 goals. Great return for America at international level. If only he could add some of those goals to his club game. All these games for him on the left-hand side. But he is now wanted by Liverpool. Major interest in him, which could be a great move for Freddy Adu to move to Liverpool. Obviously, we see a lot of these Premier League players get thrown abroad again and come back to England. This could be the break for Freddy Adu. Quickly check the injuries, though, why he didn't really play much games. He had a major calf strain where he was out for a little bit of time this year. Well, that was start of the season. So he would have missed that. And then a few... But other than that, there's not much there. So, not too sure why he didn't play a big bunch of games. But he's on almost 40 grand a week now. He's got a big contract there as well. Obviously, a 5-year deal at Porto. So, they should get a big chunk of money when he moves on. We've still got time. Let's go to 2028. That's 10 full years then. And we'll see where Freddy Adu is in his career. So then, 2028, we're going to see how Mr. Freddy Adu's getting on. So this time, he's now at Monaco. 26 years of age, we've gone forward 10 years, valued at a massive 66 million and on a huge wage a week, 190 grand a week. But he is an absolute tank now. 46 appearances for America, 19 goals, 26 years of age, coming into his prime. And it looks like Porto cashed in as soon as they could. And it looks like he had an absolutely fantastic couple of years for Porto. They sold him on for £38 million, which is, for me, a little bit of a bargain with the quality of play Monaco are getting here. And in the first year for him, Not too sure what he's showing the reserves. He had well, look at that. One game for the reserves, bagged 3 goals. Maybe he was coming back from injury or something. But for Monaco, 20 games in his first year, 5 goals, 6 assists. At the time, the best season he'd had as a player. And this season he topped it. 7.45 average rating, which is very good. 10 goals, 10 assists, 2 man of the matches in 36 games. His first proper full season. That's just in the league. In the Cup, he got 4 in 6. In the Champions League, he got 1 in 7. 7.39 and 7.47 in the Champions League and Cup, respectively. Another 5 goals at international level. What a season it's been for Freddy Adu. Really showing what he's doing and why he's in his prime. Mainly as an attacking left midfielder again. He's going to be an absolute menace on the wings. No interest from other clubs at the moment, but fantastic. Really good. Let's see if he's got any... Well, look at his attributes. I'm going to take a second there just to admire some of those. A very quick player, an agile player. Oh, look at the dribbling, finishing, technique. Technically, he's brilliant. His worst stats are heading, marking, and tackling, which for a winger don't matter too much. Other than that, the lowest stats are 11 for corners and free kick taking. Okay, fair enough. He's not really a set piece player or of long throws. And then his next lowest is 12 for finishing. Overall, he's fantastic. Mentally as well, his bravery and aggression are fairly low. Other than that, again, you've got 16 anticipation, 16 flair, 17 work rate. He's going to be an absolute dream to have in your team at this age and how he is at the moment. Looks fantastic. Really, really does. Injury-wise, again, we'll have a quick look. It doesn't look like he had any long-term ones again. Impact from falling training. You see, bar this season, he never had got an injury. I say that, but at club level, he's only had ever 1 injury, which is pretty good going in my opinion. As a winger, you're going to get tackled a lot. Milestone to him. I mean, looks like Monaco are, bossing it at the moment. They've won Liga. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, they won Liga by 101 points. Lost just 3 games all season. Even PSG with 98 points didn't even win the league. Monaco won the Cup as well. North American Nations League, USA won. They won Liga with Monaco the year before. This is what Freddy Adu needs, getting those title wins now. Champions League guys, how did Monaco do? Let's have a quick look at that. Chelsea ended up winning the entire competition. Did Monaco get through this? They got knocked out by Napoli, who obviously got to the final. They got this kid, Jay Lopez. Let's have a quick look at him. Okay, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, doesn't he? 57 million Colombian. Let's have a quick look at some of these. Jin Mun Kyun. He looks ridiculous as well. A South Korean, 26 years old, already 90 caps of 41 goals. I love that. South Korean banging it. That's class. But Freddy Adu, there we go, at 26 years of age. Now, guys, let me know if you want us to do another video for another, let's say, 10 years or so, where basically he gets to retirement. Because I will do a part 2, because this wasn't maybe as long as I would have anticipated. But if you do want a part 2, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll definitely get that out in a couple of days' time for you. As always, if you want to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, if you haven't already, guys, for more of these videos, if you've got any suggestions of little experiments that are a little bit different that you want to see, of course, let me know. And if you want me to put this Freddy Adu database on the Steam Workshop, I can do that for you guys as well. And I'll add it to the description if there's enough demand for it. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll see you all very, very soon.